What's up, YouTube? If you're watching this, I'm hoping you're having a good day. This is gonna be part 2 of my Fujin Tekken King series. To be honest, part 1 performed a little bit better than I expected, but a piece of feedback I got from one of my loyal subjects is that the video was good, but they didn't really understand what I was doing or why I was doing it. At times, I forget that Tekken is such a complex game, and in this video, I'm going to try to slowly break it down a little bit more and really give you an in-depth guide as to what I'm doing and why it's working throughout these matches. So, the first character I had the pleasure of fighting against was Steve, and right now I'm just recording some of my key moves that I usually throw out against regular characters, but Steve is a counter hit character. So, if I try to throw any of these out in neutral, I will get counter hit launch. So I can't really use any of my big moves. The only thing I can really use is like a fast poke, like a down forward 1 or a 2-1. But if I go for anything crazier, you're gonna get counter hit launch. That's the main thing I was trying to drive home. Like, open him up with your quick pokes first, and then you can start your pressure to nullify his back one game. And you're gonna see what that looks like in this match. So, right off the bat, my main game plan is to give him some space and just see what he wants to do while still using my quick pokes. Block his lows that are like predictable or seeable. Quick pokes, nothing. I don't think I even threw out any big moves in this match because I really didn't want to get counter hit launch. A good Steve player, they will just watch you and predict your timing and launch you for it. So I'm trying to keep it airtight, not overextend. When I see the low, I like low parry it, but I drop my combo. Unfortunate, but it happens. And he threw out a crazy rage art. And sometimes you gotta do it. I'm still not really worried though. I used my heat dash to get him with some pressure, and the grab, he did not predict it. Get a nice low parry. I'm not guessing, I'm reacting to it. That's what you gotta do. You gotta hit a practice mode to react to these lows. Get a sidestep, keep the pressure going. I'm using down 4 because of high crushes, and a high crush beats his back one, his main counter hit tool. More quick pokes. I'm not trying to overextend, not trying to get hit by his back one, but I'm still trying to play effectively and keep him out. Now I have the life lead. I'm not gonna go in and do anything crazy. I'm gonna let you whiff. I'm gonna kill you for it. More pokes. Nothing too crazy. He was getting some crazy low parries on me. I thought for a second he was a cheater, but I'm like, nah. I got hit by a crazy move, and I had the opportunity to launch him right there, but I just wasn't ready for it, and I died for it. But even if you lose a round, you still have to be composed in the next round, because the match is not over. See, I did a 2-1. I had the advantage. I went for a big move. I got counter hit launch. So that's why sometimes you got to keep your pressure airtight against Steve, because he will launch you for that. I get the launch. I was trying to like launch his parry, but it just worked out anyways. Keep the pressure going. He counter heat bursts on me. I break the grab. He whiffs, and I kill him for it. Excellent space and excellent resplat combo. Easy kill. So the next matchup was Feng, and these are just some of the key moves I look out for. You know, strings I need to duck, strings I need to punish on block. It's important to think of these moves even before the match starts, just so your brain is aware of what you need to do in order to win. So, as you can see, the first move he throws out is one of the key moves I just talked about. Now, it's easy in theory to say look out for this and punish this, right? But you still have to pay attention to what your opponent is doing, and sometimes you won't get it right away. Like, he's throwing out so many crazy moves, I don't really know what to do when it starts out. So even though I'm losing, I'm just gathering information about how he wants to play. You know, it's a lot of crazy moves, a lot of setups, but the moves he's throwing out, there's major risk to them. Like that backswing blow, if I block that, I get a full combo. So I just got to be careful a little bit, you know. Pick my spots and see what he wants to do. I follow this game plan with every character I fight. I get the block, double electric. I was feeling spicy, so I did the third one. Now I'm starting to understand how he wants to play. See? Duck and launch, but the connection was a little bit iffy, so I just cut the combo short. It's still going to take a little bit of time for me to get him down though, because he's doing a lot of different crazy moves. I just do a hop kick. I'm like, you're not going to block. You're going to throw out something crazy, so I just went for the hop kick. And right here, I bait the backswing blow, get a full combo. Because I'm starting to realize this player doesn't like to block. You know, if they're in a situation where they are minus, they're going to throw out a crazy move to get out of that situation. But it's still a lot. Like, this is an offensive heavy game, so it's really difficult to play defense. Another backswing blow, I get the launch. He's starting to become predictable now. That move, people don't usually throw it out, so I wasn't really prepared for it. And he's like doing backswing blow after. A little cheesy trick, but once you get it down, you get it down. I did another hop because I'm like, you're not going to block. You've been pressing buttons the whole game. Take him to the wall. Nice wall combo. Nice block on his part right there though. And then I interrupt. And that was the end of game one. Even though it was a close game, I still felt like I understood everything he wanted to do. And the next match would be easy for me to win. Now he's doing the 10 hit string because it actually got him around. So that's why he went back to it. Quite predictable with the backswing blow. Anytime he gets hit, he never wants to block. He wants to do something to get him out of the situation. So I just bait the backswing blow. Good combo. Crazy whiff. Now the camera switched around, my inputs were confused. That's why my combo looked kind of wonky right there. So now I think I got the download. I don't think there's anything he could do to beat me at this point. I fully got the information I need. I'm like, he can't break grabs. Let's take him downstairs, get a full combo. Everything's really coming together now for me. He went for the string. It's too late. It's been downloaded. And that was the end of the game. The next match is against a Nina player, and I'm just going over some of her key moves that I'm looking out for, as I did with the other two characters. In terms of poking, I think Nina is stronger than Jin. So you're going to see in the match, I'm actually like blocking a bit more than I'm attacking, because I'm really paying attention to what she's doing. It can be quite difficult to fight this character. You know, the community considers her to be the strongest character in the game. Top 5, top 3, she's around there. But you really got to be careful when you fight Nina. I think this was the hardest match in the entire series for me, because it's so hard to fight Nina, and she can like play the poking game a bit better than Jin can. She's in your face a lot, pushing buttons, just like what I'm trying to do. I get her with the frame trap. Electric into down forward 1 is a frame trap, so they can't interrupt that. See, she's in your face. But I'm really trying to pick my spots. Nice parry. And there's one of the key moves that I brought up again in the first section. Nice block and punish. Unfortunately, it didn't kill. It would have looked clean if it killed, but it didn't kill. I just want to keep my pokes airtight, just some jabs. And one thing that I didn't even mention before, if you're going for pokes, right, and your pokes get blocked, stop attacking, or go for an evasive move after that. Because if your poke is blocked, you're minus, and if you punch after a minus poke, you might get blown up. So you want to be really careful. And the last match of the video was against my own character. So these are some of the key moves that you can usually use to blow up Jin when you're using Jin. This down 2 is launch punishable when you play Jin. 2-1-4 is minus 10. You can also step it if it's delayed. Get a full combo. Or any other punish, you know. Different situations call for different punishes. You can parry laser scraper, you can duck the second hit. 1+2, you can punish with your own 1+2. Or get a different punish, anything you want. You can float certain options from his Zen stance. I think like you can beat 98% of his options with a down forward 1 when he goes into Zen. Or if you get the read, you can launch the scraper. You know, since I played a character, I know where he's plus, I know where he's minus, I know where I can like interrupt, take my turn back, evade. I know quite a lot about Jin. But unfortunately, this match was a little bit laggy, but I still played it though. You know, just in case anybody was thinking like, oh, I'm winning these games because I'm playing Jin. That wasn't the case, because my opponent was also playing Jin. So this is literally an even playing field. You know, I'm still using my pokes even though I'm fighting against Jin. That's how I like to play. Get him to the wall, get a nice wall combo. He's using his pokes too, as he should. But the lag is starting to become a little bit of a problem. I get him with the forward 4-2 because he doesn't have any frames to hit any buttons, and then a lucky backswing blow, or backhand to break the wall. The combo was so laggy I had to use regular jabs to like stabilize it, because I was too scared to go for anything else. I get him again, but it's too laggy for me to continue my combo. Then I bait him with the wave dash. I punish his 1+2 with my 1+2. Get a nice grab. Crazy little parry on this part. Like, unfortunately, it was laggy, so I couldn't like play it as effectively as I wanted to. Cause it's hard to punish a character like Jin when it's laggy, you know. Like right there, the forward 4-2 whiffed and my jabs didn't connect. That usually never happens. He gets a grab on me. It's okay though. I'm still pretty confident I can win, even though it's kind of laggy. Get him with a grab. The round is almost done. And then I'm just challenging him with the jabs. Even though on block it's not my turn, he was still scared to push a button, because my jabs do have follow-ups. Catch him right there. After forward 4-2, you're not plus, so you can't hit any buttons. But since I played Jin, I know I can like take my turn in that situation. Nice block. I was trying my best to kill him with the combo right here, but it just wasn't enough damage. And then I think I hit like, yeah, I got a punish, and just like that, I was at Tekken King. You know, solid fundamentals, have a game plan, and don't be too crazy when you're playing the game.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet.